no doubt. Minimum.
Right. How did today go?
It was fine. It's a good day today. It was all right. You know, we'll go tomorrow morning, and then we'll actually take Sunday off. We decided to take Sunday off and come back Monday.
Still, is it still mostly like 2s and 3s kind of?
We go 2s, 1s, 2s, 3s. So, you know, we get the guys that are returning 8 of the 16 reps and get our 1s 4 of it just to keep themselves sharp, and then 3s will get 4 of it. So,
Coach, you know, that is a big important part of bowl practice, getting a look at some of these younger guys. Has anybody kind of stood out in these first couple of days of practice?
I don't know about standing out. I mean, we got some good young players that I think are getting better. So I wouldn't say anybody stood out per se.
We talked over and over and over again about how much the defense has meant to this year's success. But now that you've had a chance you've got a full body of work to look back on, what impressed you most?
Well, first off, we were thin at corner and we stayed healthy. For the most part, Kalen stayed healthy, which he hadn't been able to. Now he's been banged up lately, but that's one of the big factors is Cornell's been healthy all year. Kalen's been healthy, so we've been thin at corner. So and at safety, we have some depth, so we lost some guys there. You know, we just have better depth. And we've added some players to it. So they got better, the younger guys got better, and we added more guys to it. So, you know, we're too deep there with enough guys to play and rotate. So, you know, and it mixes together. You know, it's your offense being able to move it. You know, we ended up in the league, I think, in the top 2 or 3 teams in time of possession. And we're not trying to run time of possession, but being able to run the football, being able to complete passes, and keep moving the chains doesn't just put your defense right back out there. We're same defensively, you know. They get off the field and offense gets back out there. It all works together. It's hard to be good in any one area when the other side doesn't hold up its end of the bargain. Like the other day, you know, offensively, when the offense couldn't continue to drive the ball and we were turning it over, our defense got tired. And we didn't look the same. And credit to the team we played, but, you know, it all fits together. The other thing, too, is that we were better at we're better kickoff coverage. So starting field position was different. We were good at, with the rugby-style punts, of pinning people inside the 10. It all fits. And so not only were we better, and we were doing it better, but there's a lot of things that led into that.
Coach, talk a little bit about Cameron, Tom, and this entire offensive line and how they progressed throughout the year.
Cam's a good player. You know, Cam, we didn't have the luxury of redshirt Cam, so he's played since his true freshman year. Continued to get better, and we were lucky he didn't get hurt, you know. And so, you know, up front we had limited injuries. We had some guys banged up now and then, but, you know, Shad Hill's had a really good year. And, you know, Norman Price has come a long way, and our guards were guys that were returning. So then, but Cam's kind of the glue that holds that group together he's the one that makes all the calls, and a good player.
You talked about injuries and being able to avoid them in certain areas. How much you didn't really have the luxury the last 2 years of being able to sub guys late in games, and that happened quite a bit this year. You know, I mean, can you quantify that and say that guys were fresher later in the season because they didn't have to play full forward?
I don't know about all that. I mean, do I think that when you have more guys and have to play as many reps, sure, that's a part of it. I think the more you're winning, you know, and what a team sees in front of them. Like I said last year, when Nick was healthy and we went to North Texas and played pretty well at Middle Tennessee and North Texas and started off against La Tech, we just kind of lost our mojo. And we'd have nearly the depth, but, you know, all of a sudden you don't have as much to play for, and it's hard. It's hard to rally. This year we got better. We had a lot of good players. We had the right kind of guys, and we had a lot to play for.